Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just getting ready here to do some basic Game Boy Advance stuff tonight. Just wanted to install these little clicky buttons here. They sound really nice. So I have two Game Boy Advances that I have laying around that I ended up doing this on one of my kids' Game Boy Advances, and we were playing it a lot this week, and I tried hers out, and I was like, well, why the hell didn't I do this for myself? So I'm doing it on my Game Boy Advance, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on the one that I plan on selling eventually too. So let's see here, what else do I need tonight? That's going. Alright, let me grab something to drink, because if when I get talking here, I get a little bit parched, so. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Alrighty. So, first thing we're going to do is, I actually haven't taken this purple one apart in a while, so we're going to take apart the purple one tonight first. Okay. Come on. Okay, then we got one more screw. Okay. There we go. That's all of them. No, it's not all of them. It's okay. It's undone, so it should just pop right off. There we go. Okay. Let's get the two motherboard screws out. Alright. Go ahead and take out the actual shoulder buttons themselves. Okay. So we're going to need some flush cutters for this. Actually, I don't know if we do. Let me see if I can prevent myself from having to resolder some of these wires tonight. I think I can do it. Or worst case. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and yank them off, actually. Takes a little bit longer, but not that much. Alright. That gets all the plastics out of the way, the screen, all that good stuff. We shouldn't need to do anything else, though. So I'm just taking some flush cutters and popping the plastics off. There's 4 plastic tabs that are protruding through this. I find that it just makes it a lot easier for me to separate it. The shoulder buttons have a base so that when you press down on it, it kind of has somewhere to go instead of just depending on the tabs of these kind of floppy shoulder buttons. So we actually don't even need to unsolder all 4 of these. We only need to unsolder the two solder pins that are closest. Closest to the edge. Let's see here. Okay. This should be fairly easy. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can just slightly give these a bend real quick. Yeah. Just to make sure none of the plastic tabs were still holding on to it. Oop, wrong soldering iron. Jesus. There we go. There's one out. Let's try and get the other one out. There we go. Other one's out. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of solder to these. As soon as I can find my solder. Oh, there it is. And then we're going to try and clean up the holes a bit. Okay, we'll try the other ones. Okay. Not quite as clean as I wanted them to be, but we'll get there. There we go. All right, let's get that cleaned up. it's like really caked on flux. Always has me thinking like, did I damage something? Did I burn the board? Nope, just too much flux. Caked on. Get some Q-tips. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So these should be pretty easy. First of all, kind of nicked one of these pads here. I just want to reflow that. It's actually looking like it's a little too much solder on there. I feel like these may have been replaced at one point in time, but not very well. Okay, how's that look? Not perfect, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that tonight. Okay. So we'll line up one of these. Make sure we get the holes nice and flush. Or what do they call that? Squared? We want to get it squared to the board. Okay. Okay. That did not go to the board at all. We'll add a little bit of flux to these. There we go. looks okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's in there pretty well. Go ahead and get the other switch in on the other side. Get a little bit of flux on there. Okay. That looks good to me. We'll just get that cleaned up real quick and then we'll start getting this thing back together. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim those just a tiny bit also. They're a little bit on the long side. Okay, we'll get a Q-tip in there. Okay. Now let's get to testing it. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if we're going to be testing that yet. I think we're just going to end up putting it back together still. We need to get the screen buttons back in place. Okay. Yeah, we'll start with the screen first. So I had a rough couple days actually. I actually think I should test this. I keep going back and forth here. I feel like I'm forgetting my basics. I should really test this before we continue here. Let me grab a game. I'll just use my flash cart for the night. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, shoulder buttons work, no problem. God, they feel so nice. All the buttons work, so that's good. Alright. You know, and those shoulder buttons are definitely, I'd almost say it's one of the most satisfying mods as far as just being such an easy mod to do, too. It really doesn't take a whole lot to get those properly set up. Okay. And what about my other iron? I want a smaller iron for this. Alright, this one select. Sorry, I'm trying to trace these without having to pull out the tape. Okay, so there we go. Select is in. This one should be left. So we'll do right first. Okay. And the last one left. All right. Nice and easy. Okay, let's get everything back into place. We'll get our two motherboard screws back in. go ahead and test that one more time. I like to make sure that it's not pressing on the screen too hard or anything. And then we'll make sure that the IPS screen shortcuts actually work. Let's install our game in here. It looks like the buttons are working, but I think my power supply is not treating this thing very well. Might need to actually change the batteries on it. But I did get the shortcuts working, so I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and get it back together. There we go. Okay. And what else we got? That should be it. Okay. This ended up being one of my first attempts at painting and building one of these Game Boy Advances. So this one's got kind of a unique, this one makes me happy, just that it's still here. I think I'll end up selling it eventually. Oh no, are you kidding me? I just butterfingered that screw. I don't know when I'm gonna learn. Black screw on the ground. Alright. Give me a second. I don't want to replace that screw. I'll get my magnet broom out, see if we have any luck finding it. Oh, heard something. Not the screw I'm looking for. Another screw that I'm not looking for. Where could this damn screw have bounced off to? I have a full-fledged magnetic mop here, or broom, and I can't find that damn screw. Found another screw that I don't need. That's my third one. Oh well. That one's easy to get to. So we'll get everything else back in and I'll find that screw eventually. I have this on the lowest torque setting, by the way. You really don't need a whole lot of torque for these Game Boy Advances. Okay. Let's get that battery back in there. Okay. And let's get that one more test. Yeah, that feels really nice. Okay, so it should be left, right, select. There we go. Okay, well, besides losing a screw, which I will find, that went fairly well. So, we got, what, one more to do tonight? And then we'll see what we do after that. We might mess around with the Pico for a little bit. I'm not sure. I just kind of wanted to stream a little bit tonight, and all right, here we go. Okay. Okay, there's all those screws. It's the 6 Y-wings, tri-wings, whatever you want to call them. Then we got one black Phillips 0. Make sure I get a good magnetization on that. Okay. So we're just going to do the same thing with this Game Boy. We're going to... Oh, why is it so hard to get that on? Ah, there we go. We're going to strip it apart here, remove the buttons. Let's go ahead and get the motherboard screws out. Okay. For the heck of it, we'll get the wires unsoldered here. Which is alright, because it looks like I want to get a better soldering job done on those. I don't know why, I didn't like that very much. Okay. I'll pop that off to the side. All right. Oh, before we do that, let's flush cut these things. Okay. Oh. Shit, I gotta be careful there. Hopefully I didn't just tear that up. I'd be really pissed if I did. Yeah, it looks okay. Let's get a little lower on this board. I ended up buying a cheap tactile button kit for this thing, and it's been an absolute nightmare of a kit ever since I got it going. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can separate those a bit. Okay, so to do that, we're just gonna grab onto it. There we go. Just give it a little separation. We're not trying to pull on it very hard. We just want to make sure that the plastic separates from the metal. There we go. Okay. So let me flip that around. And let's go ahead and clamp this down too. Try and keep it from turning. Okay. And we'll grab the other one. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can clean up these holes a bit. Go. So we get this last hole cleaned up. Yep, this one needs a little bit of cleaning still too. I think that's okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe that hole could have been cleaned a little bit more. It's okay. That still actually wasn't that hard to get through there. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of flux to that. And we'll get some solder in there. There we go. All right, that looks good. And we'll get the last one here. Whoops, I almost put an old one in. go. Get this cleaned up. Scratch. Can you chill? She's back there just licking her back. But she like gets into it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this screen put back together. Oh wait, before we do that, we're going to test it. That speaker set. And let's get a test battery hooked up to this. Make sure all our buttons work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the batteries in this are about dead. Let's swap them out. It's in like the first set of batteries I've been doing for like 3 months on this thing. Oops. Got a rechargeable kit coming too, some Panasonic, so hopefully I shouldn't have to burn through regular batteries anymore. Okay. Those work. Buttons still work. Alright, we're in good shape. So we'll get these wires wired back up. And clean up these solder joints too. These do much better work than that now. Okay, so this will be right. We've got select, so we'll start with select. I always like starting with select. There we go, selects in. Now we got right over here. Right's in. And now we'll get left in. Come on, straighten out. Okay. Let's get that cleaned up. Okay. Alright, we'll get the motherboard screws back in. Okay, buttons feel good. Let's go ahead and test it before we get it completely back together. Alright. Buttons, shoulder buttons work. Good. Very good. Okay, so we want to do left, right, select. Very good. Yep, very cool. Everything's working, I'm happy. So we'll get this thing back together, and that should be it for the Game Boys tonight. So I've only been streaming for a little bit over an hour. I might want to mess around with some Pico stuff here. Do some research on, what was it called, the Mod XO for the Xbox. I got kind of a busted Xbox right now that I want to see if I can just get to boot at all. So we'll look into that. I haven't actually done a Mod XO before, but maybe we can learn something together tonight. I thought that felt kind of off. All right, let's get power switch in. You know, it's funny, I had these things put together. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to want to take them apart again. And then I felt that the tactical switches on my kid's Game Boy, and I was just like, no, I got to have that. Okay, that's good. Okay. So this should just pop on then. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting these switches in every single Game Boy I work on. There's no point in not doing it. They feel so good. Okay. Let's route these damn wires. Ugh. Okay, let's try everything one more time now that it's all back together. Alright, let's try some Mario Kart. Just want to see how it feels in an actual game. Oh my god. Nice. Well, feels good. If you can play Mario Kart with these damn buttons, then they definitely work. Alright, very cool. I'm happy with that. I'm looking forward to really using this. They sound so good. Okay. Well, let me grab a Pico real quick. I've been thinking a lot about how I actually want to do this because I have to always temporarily solder wires to the Xbox if I'm just using this for troubleshooting. So, let's see. Figured it's going to go inside a plastic shell eventually. And, hold, scratch. Chill, dude. You're like clawing into the couch. Sorry, my dog is just in her own world tonight. She wants to do what she wants to do. I should respect it, but it's my couch. Where was I at? I was thinking about using jumpers. You know, I have all these male to female jumpers. I got a whole bunch of jumpers. I got male to male. But one of the things I was thinking about doing is, it doesn't even matter what they are, to be honest with you. I was thinking about using jumpers for this, but I don't know how well that's going to work. I might even want to just consider using a jumper that basically comes out of it to a female end. And then what I can do is I can use the male end to plug in here, and then have a bare on the other end, so that it's basically just it'll be just sitting there soldered on to the board, but I could just solder little pieces onto the board that are color coded, and then just plug them in real quick. This way I'm not like putting much strain on the actual piece, because I want this to just be my dedicated Xbox piece. I'll solder the wires on real quick, plug them in, and then we're good to go. That way, I think the thing that's going to take the most wear is the male to bare wire end, rather than the female to bare wire end. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I gotta look and see how many wires I actually need here. What do we got here? This is... we got green, blue. Yeah, let's just go for green here. We'll tear that off. I think I'll use that set tonight. And I have to look up what to do. I have not really done a whole lot with research on this yet. So let's see here. I think we need, it depends on the build. We're going to need anywhere from, I think, 5 to 6 wires. Okay. So, what BIOS do we want to run on this? I think we want to run what is it, Prometheus or something like that? Oh, Prometheus. So let me head to their GitHub and download that real quick. It's just the source code, right? Alright, modxo. Alright, here we go. Modxo official Pico UF2. So we got bin files, we got UF2 files. Let me see what they actually want me to do here, because we're definitely going to do the Pico version, not the Pico 2 version. You want to upgrade? No. How to install an Xbox? Any revision with a working LPC port. 1.6 Xbox will need an LPC rebuild. RP2040 development board. So official Raspberry Pi Pico is one of them. Go to with BIOS images will be okay. So we're gonna pack our BIOS. We're doing the Pico board. Drag the BIOS file to the drop zone. Let's extract it then. Actually, I don't even know. I'll tell you this much, if anybody has experience with this, then let me know. To access the current Xbins repository, navigate inside. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, so it does work on Linux. Alright. I don't even know what this is though. This, I have to download something called Pandora. They say that's the easiest way to get in there. Modern Xpins browser, okay. I don't feel like it's this difficult though. I feel like I'm missing a step here. Oh, that's right. We're gonna need some resistors. Oh man. And this may not go that well tonight. I might have to actually sit down and do some more research on it, but that's definitely okay. So we need, what do we need? We need 100 ohm resistors, right? Four 100 ohm resistors. Gotta find those. Oh, nice. Usually I gotta dig through this whole damn pack of resistors, but nope, they were right there. Actually have some better resistors coming, but these will work for tonight. We'll keep these out just in case we need some more later. Okay. It's telling me to drag and drop my BIOS file, but I don't know what the hell it's talking about, to be honest with you. man. Alright, I'm just going to try and download the UF2 file for this. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get it plugged up. Okay. So when you want to load a UF2 file onto these, you actually have to hold down the boot select button, which is right here on the main board. So we'll hold that down, plug it in. And there we go. On our desktop, we have an RPI-RP2 folder. So let me switch over to desktop mode here. And we'll open up our RPI RP2 folder there. And all we're going to do is take our modxo official pico.uf2 file and we're going to drag it in there and copy there. And that should disconnect it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I might be getting a little too tired to do this tonight, but I'm going to keep going at it as long as I can here. Okay. So, what am I thinking next? What do we want to do here? Let's go back and look at the wiring diagram. Hey, how's it going, man? I'm actually just trying to figure out this modxo. Trying to figure out what I need to get Prometheus on a Xbox, and this is my first time doing it, so got a little bit of struggle going here, but I'm sure I'll get it figured out. Modxo BIOS Packer. Yeah, see, I just don't know if I need that. Have you done one of these, JFix? Oh, I see. Okay. So it says drag and drop your converted Xbox BIOS.uf2 file onto the drive. Where do I get that? I wanted to put Prometheus on it, and I'm struggling to figure out where to get that. So, where do you get Prometheus? .uf2 file. You can get the Prometheus.uf2 files by using Team Resurgence Pandora tool to access the Xbins FTP server. Or by checking the official documentation instructions on the Team Resurgent ModXO GitHub repository. So it looks like the UF2 is available. I just got to figure out where to download it from. Use their Pandora app. Okay. What? I'm not on Windows. Alright. Let's just go ahead and extract this. And sometimes I overcomplicate things. It's kind of funny. I didn't just try running the damn app. That's all I had to do. Oh, that's hilarious. I can't see shit. So what the instructions say, download it, run Pandora, which I did, click on connect. Oh shit, it's connected. Xbox. Console-based applications, game patch, okay. BIOS, right? There's a lot of shit in here. Version 1.5, I would assume. Okay. says pending. I hope this doesn't take like an hour to download, because we're not doing that on stream. Oh, done. Where? Oh, that might be it, right? I don't think that is it. I think I actually downloaded that off the GitHub earlier. You know what? I'm going to delete that because I think I tried to override it. Or maybe it did or didn't. I don't think it was successful either way. Try that one more time. It's funny, I'm watching these other guys like Ace do this, and I guess I've seen him struggle a couple times on stream, but man, he's so confident when he does it. And me, I'm just sitting here struggling. I know I get good at it once I'm done struggling, but I struggle not so gracefully. Well, okay, where the hell is it? I have a dual screen setup here, but it's not on my other screen. Yeah, see, I don't see it. No, it like jammed on me. Whoops. I do for work. I use Linux for at home though. I kind of got bored with Windows. It just, well, I work with Windows every day for work, so I'm like, it's kind of the last thing I want to do when I get home. Okay. Give me something. You just say done, but you're not doing anything. Prometheus version 1.5.0.7. Oh, sorry. .7z. 7z. Huh. Oh, that just crashed. It's kind not execute on everything, so it's already executable. Alright. Try this again. BIOS. Prometheus. And... okay. Done, but it's not doing anything. That's not done. Try and send it to the downloads folder. Done, but nothing. There's got to be some weird... Let's see if we can even create a folder. I think it's like some weird permissions issue. Yeah, it wouldn't even create a folder. Okay, well that's probably what's going on. Okay, let's try... do some shell commands possibly. Run the Pandora app, so we'll do plus X. All right, so how do I run a command or oh, that's right. folder. Nothing. Yeah, it's definitely airing out too. That's interesting. Well, I just ran it as root, so, or not root, admin privileges. So let's try that. And that just crashes. Yeah, that's really odd. I mean, I could always hop on my Windows computer real quick and see if we can change the outcome of this. Let's see. All right. What was it? Pandora V2 download. There we go. And Windows. What's it struggling with? All right, come on, connect. All right, here we go. So Xbox, console-based applications, BIOS. Prometheus. Alright, well, didn't work on Linux. Says it's done. Okay. So what do we got there? I feel like it's the same thing. Maybe not. Official Pico, Prometheus, UF2 file. Alright, let me try and I'm gonna have to move my USB cord here. So we'll do the boot select. And we'll see how far that gets us, if it gets us anywhere. It does, okay. Nope, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. Alright, so that flashed okay. So what's the next step here? Let me grab an Xbox real quick. This thing's pretty beat up. But that's okay. I mean, we don't need it to be in great shape. That's kind of why we're doing this to begin with. So there's only 2 screws holding this thing together. And oh, let me switch over to my workbench. I'm following the instructions off of the ModXO's GitHub. I've actually never seen this before, by the way. You guys might get a kick out of this. Whoever had it before me, I totally admit if I did this, by the way. I think this is hilarious. But whoever had it before me ended up busting a hole in this thing, and I have no clue how they did that. I mean, it does align with this, but how, like, what would you do? Would you just stab through it for some reason? I don't understand what somebody did there. I feel like they cut through the wire instead of just lifting it. I don't know. I mean, we got to come up with some theories on this one. So yeah, this one doesn't work. Yeah. And I know the drive doesn't work very well either, so I would like to troubleshoot the drive on, the CD-ROM drive. It doesn't work very well. I pulled it out of another unit and swapped the one that was in here with that one. But I'm wondering if this one just needs capacitors changed or something simple like that. This thing's missing most of its screws too, which is kind of a bummer, but it's okay. This one's kind of just a big old learning experience for me. Okay. So where the hell are the ports that I'm looking for? Oh, right here. Okay. Let's clean that up because that's kind of hard to see. I never even checked the clock capacitor on this, to be honest with you. That would be... Oh. It's actually pretty clean looking. I mean, it's a little dusty, but it's definitely not popped right yet. There is a nice bug on it, though. Okay, so we need to wire this up. Where's my instructions? Let me make sure I can see what version this is also. Where do they write that down? Might be on the underside of the board. Kernel 4034. Uh, 1.0 hardware revision. Okay. Okay. So what are they saying here? The first four. Oh, I got it upside down. Clean up this area a little bit here. Okay. So it says the first four aren't needed. We got ground. We got LAD 0. Let's see. LAD 1, LAD 2, LPC 3.3, LAD 3, Then we got 5-volt RST L frame, which is only required for 1.6. And then we got ground and LCLK. 5-volt is only supported from LPC header. Getting it from another source causes instability. Alright, and if we're looking at the Pi Pico, where the hell did I put that? Oh, here it is. Alright, so we got LED 0, LED 1, ground. Is that the third one? Yeah. Looks like almost everything's on the left-hand side. Except for the 5-volt. It says there's an optional diode for that. That's actually a decent idea. I'm just looking at some examples online so I can make sure I'm doing enough research on this. But somebody actually put some male headers onto the actual Xbox itself, which is really clean looking. I actually really like that a lot. I think I actually have some male headers that I could just do that with. Would I have to take out the whole board though? Yeah, I probably would have to. I don't know, I kind of want to do that now. Yeah, let's get that out of there. I might actually just kind of take out the Xbox and get these male headers in tonight, and I might have to call it after that for the night. I'm getting really tired. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, just gotta check up on some things personally here. Yeah, anyways, I'm getting really tired, so I think I gotta call it quits after I'm done with this one step. question is, I don't know if I would do this on a customer's Xbox. I don't know if it's worth all the work. It might be that extra step that maybe somebody would be willing to pay for. I mean, you never know. It's kind of like one of those things. I guess it's really how you present it. If they're going to have me go through all the trouble of ripping apart their Xbox to diagnose it, it's kind of like, alright, well, why don't you just pay a couple bucks extra and have me mount some headers on it? That way you can mod it easier. Or troubleshoot issues in the future easier. There we go. Alright, let me make sure I actually have the header pieces that I think I do. I should. There we go. So just a little bit more soldering tonight. And this thing is dirty. I feel like somebody's been in this before and kind of like already messed with those solder points. They just kind of look a little weird to me. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I see what I'm going to do here. We'll do a 6, we'll do a 7, and we'll do a 2. See, I can't even find where I put my my flush mount. Oh, there we go. And there's our 2. Seven. And our 6. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, so tired. My poor girlfriend had to go to the hospital for having her issues with her gallbladder. It was kind of an emergency situation, and it took 2 days to get her cut open and get that crap removed, and I've been go the entire time. But I've been wanting to sit down and stream and just work on some projects. So I wanted to at least get on and do a little bit tonight. Let's see. Yeah, why are we doing that dry? Okay. Let's see if we can get that up now. Okay. These are coming up nice and easy. Okay. All those holes are cleaned. So that's great. Just get the board cleaned up a little bit. Oh, they can actually use a little bit more clearing. All right. Yeah, it's a thick board. I wonder at this point if it's just clear enough where I can go ahead and I can actually give that a try. See if we can just heat up the legs and get them through there. Okay. I mean, that one went through. Maybe I'm just too tired tonight. I could have sworn that these weren't going to go through. I may have been doing the wrong side. Ugh. Alright. Well. That's fine. I got this. If I can find, oh, there's my solder. Okay. Hot. Just trying to make sure that that's flush to the board. Yeah, it is. Good. Okay. Add a little bit more flux to the other side. See if we can just get that pin down real quick. My tip's gross. Try that one more time. There we go. And let me get the last pin in there. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice that entire time that you guys can't see what I'm doing. Workbench. I haven't finished yet, but I ended up at least getting all the pins started. So now I just got to get some good solder into them on the other side. Eesh. Okay. Make sure we get the other side of this one. Alright, that was way too much solder on that. Try and drag solder that over if I can. Okay. looks okay. Let me clean it up and see what it looks like after. Yeah, it looks okay. Not my proudest soldering moment there, but let me see if it'll clean up just a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Okay. That's all right. Okay. Well, that's great. I got my headers on there now. That's good. So if I'm going to do that, what do I do with the Pico? I'm still thinking, yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to put a wiring harness on the Pico itself, and I'm going to get a case that completely covers it besides the USB port, but routes wires out the back of it. So what we'll end up doing is I'm going to do some female ends on the back of it, and that'll give me a couple options at that point. I'll either have some male jumpers that just go to bare wire in case I don't want to do this. Hey, Spanky. Or if I end up putting male headers on the board itself, then I can just plug it right in. So that'll work. Let me get this back together. I'm finding out I'm way too tired to be doing this tonight, but so I'm struggling hard. But I really wanted to stream tonight. Spanky, you get a kick out of this. I didn't do this. Oh yeah, I saw that Pico case. I think you were showing it last time. All right, I didn't do this, but somebody somehow busted a hole through this IDE cable, and I mean, it's right where the CD-ROM tray screw is, and I'm thinking somebody like cut this open instead of just removing the damn cable. So I don't know what the hell happened with it. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I know I can go out and buy another cable. That's not a problem, but I'm pretty sure the hard drive's dying on this thing. The CD-ROM drive doesn't work very well. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just figure out how to diagnose it with a Pico and get the Mod X crap on there at the same time. Oh, really? Let me get this thing back together. I want to see what that looks like. Have you seen that before? Oh no! I pulled the CD drive out of another Xbox. Actually, I took the good one that was in this Xbox and pulled one out from another one. This is kind of my junk Xbox right now that I'm just kind of playing around with, and figured if I can fix it, then great. The clock capacitor on this thing's not even popped for some reason. Maybe because I broke it way earlier. Where's my screwdriver? I got, what else do I have coming? I got a IDE to SATA adapter coming. I'll need to get an 80-pin IDE cable for this anyways if I'm going to run a SATA adapter. But I figure, what the hell, let's just at least make sure we can get Xmod on here first. Or what is it, Mod XO? Okay. RAM upgrade next. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends. If I can get this thing working, I'd be willing to do whatever on this thing just to see how far I can go with it. The RAM's not that expensive for it, is it? I mean, all RAM is expensive right now. Let's see. So LAD 1, LAD 0, LAD 1, LAD 2, and LAD 3 all need 100 ohm capacitors on it. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'll do that first. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm hoping I can go into work next week and start some stuff on that 3D printer. I want to get some of those tools that you were showing off in stream the other day, Spanky. Oh, showing off. Well, you probably just always have them sitting there. Your solder holder was really nice, and then whatever you were using for your what is it? The syringe, 3D printed syringe thing. I thought that thing was pretty cool too. Thank you. Are you designing any of that stuff yourself, or are you just finding it and putting good use to it? Okay. That's the hard part. Designing stuff that doesn't already exist. think one thing I want to learn how to do is I like that joypad OS that's out there. Allows you to take you can hook up any kind of controller port that you want. Like I got an N64 one hooked up to a Pico, and it allows me to kind of troubleshoot and check the calibrations and stuff like that on any kind of computer. I'd like to design a PCB that takes all the retro console hookups and just have one master unit that I could just sit there and plug stuff into just to troubleshoot controllers. Yeah. Well, maybe not all controllers, but like maybe the main ones. I heard the Pi Pico's actually got enough I/O pins on it to take care of that. I could be wrong though. Could always go with like an Arduino Mega or something like that. I need more solder there. There we go. Yeah, it might be. I've been able to find most of the ports that I want on AliExpress. I think I would just go with like the PlayStation ports, NES, Super NES, N64, GameCube, and then maybe Dreamcast might be kind of hard to find. The other way you can get ports is just by getting extension cables for a lot of that stuff too. You could just crack open an extension cable and be able to pull the port with wires that way. I was actually so proud of myself. The first time I was trying to figure out how to solder onto these, and I kept melting the damn plastic in here. I mean, I got it and it works, but it's ugly. And I was like, nope, I'm going to learn how to do this legitimately. So I ended up figuring out that I could just take out all the leads from the N64 controller port and then clamped it down. Just got a really nice solder joint on it, and then heat shrinked it each leg, and then did one. I don't even know what you would call that. Just a bigger heat shrink around the port there. So everything's kind of like a new journey to me, especially when it comes to soldering. I am definitely not that experienced of a solderer. PCB welder. Okay, so what do I need to do now? I'm thinking, what wires do I actually need to hook up to this damn thing? Well, we're going to go with female ends. trying to see how I want this to look. No. Yeah, I might go with that. If you guys ever see one of my great ideas that I have and you're like, no, I wouldn't do that if I was you, please feel free to call me out. I'm pretty humble. Okay. The guide I'm reading, you know, I don't know how to read schematics that well, so the guide I'm reading is a little bit confusing. I don't know which wires I actually need to plug in here. I want to see if I can get some more examples. Okay, well, that's a pretty good example. Lad 0, lad 1, lad 2, so we do need a 5-volt, it says. Lad 3, ground, and LCLK. Got that. Okay, so that's going to be LCLK underneath that. Alright, I do need a D0. But where does that get hooked up to? Isn't that the diode? I know I said I was going to take a break, but I'm one of those people that doesn't like to quit. I think if I know what's good for me, I think I probably should take a break here. I think if I just kind of wait till tomorrow morning and then do a bit of a little bit of research, it'll keep me from doing something stupid. So yeah, well, I mean, I got a little bit of good progress tonight. Figure out how to download Prometheus, and I didn't even have the idea until I started looking around online tonight. I didn't even have the idea to put male headers on the motherboard, so that'll be kind of cool. It's actually going to be a really clean. It's a lot cleaner of a setup than I was going to originally do. I was going to make it pretty messy. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the smart move tonight and just take a break. But I don't know if I'll get back to this one specifically tomorrow. I might wait until I get a couple more parts in. But I am eager to see if I can just get this thing to freaking boot without a hard drive and CD-ROM. So I may not have that type of patience, but I do have the patience to do research now. So yeah. If some of you guys didn't catch my entire stream, I started off tonight just doing, where's my other one? Oh, right here. I started off doing my Game Boy Advance mods. I replaced all the switches for the shoulder buttons tonight and turned them from, I don't even know if you could hear this, just a nice quiet little click. I could barely feel it. And now they got really robust clicks. Very tactile. And I'm such a huge fan of it. I ended up doing, the reason I found out I liked this so much is I did it on my kid's Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Oh. And when we were in the hospital, we brought our Game Boys. And we were playing. I got her hooked on Zelda, A Link to the Past, by the way. She's absolutely loving that game right now. And so after we built her Game Boy, I was sitting there playing it with her, helping her out. And I was like, oh my god, why didn't I do this to my own Game Boys? It's so clicky. I love it. I even got tactile buttons on this one. I didn't. The tactile button kits for these are kind of a pain in the ass. This one didn't work so well for me. I had to resolder it like 3 or 4 different times. It could have just been my lack of experience, but I got all tactile buttons on this one. So this one, no tactile buttons for the D-pad or the A and B buttons, but that's okay. Maybe I'll find a good kit that I like that's not too expensive later. This one works though. Oh god, I love those. I haven't played Minish Cap yet. I actually got to be honest with you. I fluctuated so much with the Legend of Zelda games that I missed so many of them early on. I ended up playing Link's Awakening was my first Zelda game, and man, I absolutely fell in love with that game. To this day, it is still my favorite game of all time. So I beat the hell out of Link's Awakening and did not make it to A Link to the Past. I've probably only had enough time to play like the first 5-10 minutes of it in my life, but I am so ready to sit down and actually play that, and then Minish Cap's going to be next for me. And I know, I don't know, a lot of people probably say that the Super Nintendo version's a lot better, but I'll probably just play the Game Boy version. Yeah, I'm going to. That's your all-time favorite? Alright. I think Link's Awakening just hit for me. I mean, that was my first, like, experience with Zelda, so... No, it wasn't, actually. My first experience with Zelda was the NES version. But I didn't own an NES, so I only played it at my friends' places, so I couldn't really sit down and, like, fall in love with that game. But I did own Link's Awakening. What else did I play recently? I love the remaster of Link's Awakening. It was so good. I wish they would actually remaster A Link to the Past, but I don't think they will. I think that's just kind of their grail, where they're just like, nah, we're not going to touch it. But, yeah. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys stopping by again tonight. And it's always a lot more fun when I got people talking to me. Yeah, I'm looking for the physical copy of Minish. I know I could just get the ROM and play it because it's really hard to get the physical copy, but that one's a big one on my to-do list. I actually have a little bit of a Zelda collection now. Let me see. You guys got me wanting to talk about Zelda now. actually scored maybe like a month and a half ago. I found somebody who was selling Link's Awakening DX. I got, what is it, Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. I got all three of those for maybe like $60, I think. This is my girlfriend's copy of Pokemon Sapphire. She's had that since she was like 18. And see, I do own, what the hell is it called? A Link to the Past on the Game Boy. I need to get Spirit Tracks because I do have, what else do I got? Yeah, I got Phantom Hourglass, which I've never played yet. A Link Between Worlds, which see, I really want to play that, but I heard it's basically a Link to the Past, but many years in the future. And then I got Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. Yeah, I know. If that was an Emerald, I'd be that much more stoked. But, I mean, Sapphire, like, we didn't have to pay anything but retail for it, I guess, because she bought it when she was a kid. So, she's also got a copy of... She was more of a Pokemon fan than I was, and she's the one that got me into Pokemon. She's got her original, what's it called? Gold. When I was first learning how to restore stuff. Hey, Corn Dog, what's going on? She had lost the sticker to her Gold, so I ended up cleaning this thing, replacing the battery on it. This is like one of the first things besides our kid's Switch Lite that I ended up working on. But the reason, it was missing a sticker, so I ended up just buying a repro sticker since it's for our collection. But that's why it doesn't look official, but the board is official. It's authentic, I promise. I actually did the same thing with a couple of these Zelda games right here. Just the stickers were so beat up. Oh yeah. And of course you gotta have a Pokemon Yellow around. But that's my humble little collection. Yeah, you feel old now. Yeah. But the fact that all these games existed when I was a kid, man, I'm 42 now. But yeah, that's happening. I mean, like, that's happening probably the next game. Right now I'm playing Zelda's Skyward Sword on the Switch. Ah! Hitchhiker's Guide. God, we're fucking nerds, aren't we? I'm going to, yeah, my goal is to get every single Zelda game. That's kind of where I'm pushing towards it. What did I pick up the other day? I'm starting to pick up Nintendo games, too. I mean, now that I'm fixing consoles, I really wanted to just get a bunch of new games to test out in those consoles and make sure everything's working right. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up some, like, Turtles and Double Dragon. You know, all the games that I just sat there and played for hours at a time when I was a kid. With my friends, though, I never, like I said, I didn't own an NES. So, yeah. What's your grail in your collection so far? Do you even have your grail yet, Spanky? 10 years to track down a working copy, huh? I mean, did you get it like a complete in box, or is it just the single cartridge? All right, and then did you pay like fair market price for it, or did you score and like get it for almost next to nothing? All right, won't pay eBay prices. I like it. No, that's yeah, that's roughly fair market price, I think, for. Oh, really? I see them every once in a while online here for about $40, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I mean, that's $40 USD. I don't know what the exchange rate on that is. I feel you there. It is expensive, but man, it brings a lot of joy. I don't know what it is. Like I think I broke when with the Xbox when they upped their prices on Game Pass to like $30 USD, which I think you guys out in Australia probably had it way worse than we did. Um, but once they did that, $30 a month for Game Pass Unlimited, I was like, nah, I'm done. Forget that. And now they're trying to backtrack and go to like I think what is it like $23 now, and I'm like, no, too late. I turned everything in for Switch 2, and I mean I still got my Xbox, but the only reason I keep it anymore is just so I regret getting rid of all my old consoles, so I'm like, nah, I'll keep it. I don't play it anymore though. Although I do miss some Diablo. I was big into Diablo. I don't have time to play it though. I'm having too much fun fixing shit and taking it apart. It's so easy to load up a ROM and stream it online too. So it's like what about really fast sausage? I don't know if I know anything about that. I think that name is appropriate. Oh, it's your other account. Alright, guys. I gotta go get some sleep. I stayed up way later than I wanted to. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching me. I always appreciate it. It's so much fun when you guys come in. So, I'll try and get another stream going in the next couple nights. If not tomorrow night, probably the night after. I definitely got some stuff coming in on Friday, so. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just glad you stopped by. Alright, guys. You have a good night, and I'll either see you on your streams or see you on my next one. Thanks.